Let's now shift focus to the aviation sector, where air travel operations continued at the domestic wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja as airlines shelved plans to down tools. Air travelers who are glad about the development are expectant lingering issues would be resolved and flight movement continue unhindered. Lara Falayan reports.
It's the day flight activities would have been suspended across Nigeria had airlines gone ahead with their planned strike. Air passengers traumatized at the development over the weekend arrived at the departure hall in bits. They are glad their worst nightmare never happened, as road travel is an option not worth considering at the moment.
Well, it was a devastating moment. I felt very bad about it. But fortunately for me, the news came around 8 o'clock that the strike had been called off. And that's why I'm here this morning to get to Yola.
Incidentally, I think I was just doing something online and I bumped into the news that they were going to suspend flight this morning. It was a very shocking one and as well as a very annoying one because I was supposed to resume work this morning in Lagos, and for such a thing to happen suddenly was definitely a very distressing one for anybody.
Plan this trip.
This passenger is a Congolese in Nigeria. He is Maiduguri bound and expects to return back to Abuja on Friday. He is concerned about being stranded at his travel destination just in case the airlines decide to resume their agitations.
Let me try to go and see whether on Friday we'll be able to come back to Abuja. So I just appeal to the government really to work on the issue.
Fuel queues are gradually building up once again in the capital city, Abuja. These air travelers share concerns about the situation and pray it doesn't worsen an already bad aviation fuel situation in the country. This is against the backdrop of the country being an oil-producing nation.
We are still going to return to our different bases, and we can't just halt all our activities because of the airlines are on strike.
This is what people used to travel. The road is not safe. You need to fly. They are hiking the cost of the jet A1 fuel, as the airliners say, is the problem and all that. I think it's just a continuity of the insensitive.
Though the planned halt in activities by airline operators has now been put on hold pending the outcome of their talks with government, air travelers are hopeful that these discussions are fruitful so they do not have to experience the fear of travel uncertainties once again. Lara Folayo, TVC News, Abuja.
To the education sector now, most Nigerian students may have to stay at home for another 12 weeks. This is happening on the day the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, extended its ongoing industrial action. The academic body says the decision was taken after its National Executive Council meeting, which started Sunday night at the Comrade Festus Iyayi National Secretariat, University of Abuja. A statement signed by ASUU President Professor Emmanuel Ashodeke says the decision is to give the government enough time to satisfactorily resolve all outstanding issues. The union maintains its strike took effect from 12:01 a.m. 8th of May 2021. And as the news of the extension of the strike by ASUU breaks, some aggrieved students who registered their displeasure in a protest called on the government and university lecturers to find a common ground for the good of students in public universities across the country. TVC News senior correspondent Sharon Ijason reports.
Students and other concerned stakeholders, including members of civil society organizations, continued to stage protests to demand for an immediate resolution of the crisis between university workers and the federal government. Hundreds of students gathered at different locations to demand for the immediate reopening of public universities.
If government is really serious about making Nigeria a better country for all, they should take education seriously, because it goes without saying that the bedrock of any good society is education. If the youths are suffering, there is no future. In fact, there is no present.
To meet ourselves in a state like this, that education in the 21st century still suffers in the hand of the careless leaders that we have elected, and the job that we sent them to do, they are doing otherwise. And it is so disheartening that we students, we have been frustrated and our visions are being cut short.
We are pleading that please they should end this strike. I've been in school for more than 4 years now, and my course, I'm supposed to be graduating this year, but I'm still in my third year, first semester. We haven't even done tests. So we are calling on the federal government, please attend to ASUU. Listen to their people and try to, you can't even tell them to start compromising, that they should compromise. These are people, these are families. They've been on the same salary scale since 2009. They can't go back.
We that can't pay 1 million as school fees, we that can't pay 700,000 as school fees, how do we go about it? Should we die because we were giving birth, we are not giving birth to as a children of Dangote or as a children of a politician? Why? We are tired of this. They have money to buy form. They can't sponsor the education system. Tupac said something. He said they got money for war, but can't feed the poor.
The Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASUU, has consistently condemned what it described as failure of government to meet demands of its members. According to ASUU, the basic requirements for the suspension of the industrial action are replacement of the Integrated Personnel Payroll Information System (IPIS) with the University Transparency and Accountability Solutions (UTADS) for payment of salary of its members and release of funds for payment of some entitlements. The union added that implementation of the agreement already concluded by the Munzali Jibril-led renegotiation committee should be implemented without delay. Sharon Jackson, TVC News.
Still on education, West African Examinations Council, WAEC, has called on the Inspector General of Police and state governments to provide adequate security for peaceful conduct of the May June 2022 Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, SSE. WAEC also announced that it has reverted to the May June period for conduct of the examination. The West African Senior School Certificate Examination, WASCE, for school candidates will take place between 16th of May and 23rd of June 2022 in Nigeria, spanning a period of 6 weeks. WAEC Head of National Office, Patrick Arenga, said a total of 1.6 million candidates from 20,221 schools registered for the examination.
I said we have 1,607,985 candidates for this exam. So that is huge. And because of the level of insecurity, banditry, kidnapping, and what have you, nobody goes into the examination field and feel secure because of all these activities. So we have written to all the state governments. We have written to the Nigerian police to provide security. That is one way. Two, we're also suggesting that where we have insecurity, highly pronounced insecurity, it's more in some areas than in some areas. They should move the candidates out of those areas to rather safe havens so that they will be free and safe to take this examination. So 2 ways, moving candidates of insecure areas to rather secure areas, and 2, helping to provide security, even in the so-called secure areas, to provide security so that the examination can be conducted under a very safe and secure environment. So these are the 2 ways.